Hey y'all, it's Dri. So there was this moment recently, a couple days ago. It felt quiet on the outside, but inside, I could tell that something fundamental has shifted. Nothing dramatic happened. No confrontation. No declaration. No big emotional release. What happened is my nervous system, it learned that I was finally safe to receive. And that's exactly what happened in real time and in the 3D. I received. And that's how I knew it was real. You see, for most of my life, I've known how to give, how to hold things together, how to cover my own needs, how to be the steady one, and how to make sure that nothing around me collapses. Receiving, for me, that always felt conditional, transactional even. Or it was like receiving was something I had to earn by being useful, pleasing, accommodating, or strong. So what I've done since I was very young is I've stayed in my masculine around that subject altogether. But this week was different. I didn't ask. I didn't position myself. I didn't anticipate or manage the moment even. It was simply offered. Not even offered. It was provided. Assumed. There was no question. There was no me following along. It was real life giving to me. And my body, it didn't reject it. And that's the part that I want to name. Because the breakthrough wasn't the generosity in itself. It was my capacity to let it land without bracing. And something unexpected happened after that. Once my system allowed me to receive and nothing collapsed and I stayed safe, once that happened, the receiving, it didn't stop. It continued in small ways, quiet ways, some ways that could have been easy to miss if I hadn't been paying attention. But for me, receiving is such a foreign concept. For me, I didn't miss it. I didn't mistake it. Each time felt eye-opening. And this is the first time I can honestly say that I'm feeling seen, embraced, and included by the world. I'm not being watched. I am definitely not being evaluated. Just seen. After decades of feeling invisible, this is brand new. I'm not chasing anymore. And I'm not planning. I'm not trying to orchestrate outcomes. I'm just standing in my presence. And the world is meeting me exactly where I stand. Fully, naturally, and in all kinds of ways. It's calm on the outside. Nothing flashy and nothing loud. But on the inside, my inner child, she is shrieking with utter and pure delight. I can feel her. And while I've always minimized the need to receive, almost as if my brain was programmed to dismiss it altogether, I don't know. Receiving in real time and receiving in the 3D, man, that feels good. Not in a intoxicating kind of way. And not in an overwhelming way either. But it feels grounded, validating, warm, and mostly organic. And suddenly, I'm realizing that I'm able to see how much of my life had been built on proving my worth instead of trusting it. For a long time, that was my lesson. And then, one day, very recently, the lesson, it finally completed. I don't need to test myself anymore. I don't need to stay where softness costs me my safety. And because you don't learn how to receive by trying harder, but you actually learn how to receive when your nervous system finally believes that it's safe to. And that is exactly what changed. And what arrived next, it wasn't hustle. I have a call coming in. Let me ignore it. Okay. So yeah, what what arrived next, it wasn't hustle. It wasn't strategy. It was me being met. It was being met quietly, naturally, and without cost. And that's how I know I've crossed into something very real. And it's not because I feel elevated. It's because I feel settled. You see, receiving, that no longer feels like a threat to my sovereignty. Now, it feels like confirmation of it. And that's my message for today. Where there is love, there is light. I'm sending both to you. And I'll check in with you guys again soon.